Okay, welcome back to our third episode here, our third installment of our I guess this beginner's guide, beginner's head start to Wargame Airland Battle. We're gonna do some tutorial gameplay. Yeah, our last episode was really boring. I know but I don't know. I think it's really valuable information. So, but now I really just wanted to play a game, and so I really wanted to play around with some rocket play, and I'm referring specifically to rocket artillery. We talked a little about the idea of panicking units, and so this is kind of my idea: is I can bring in some tanks, and then if they bring in some tanks against me, or even just any sort of light armored vehicles, I'm just gonna launch a bunch of missiles at them, and that should stun and panic them and make them less effective, so that I can win the tank war. So that's what we're going to play around with. And so let's go to our deck. We'll use our old deck and just kind of edit it. So hopefully you guys remember the kind of units that we're using here. We're going to need to make a little bit of room here, so we're going to have to drop some planes. And so I'm going to keep these. These are cluster anti-tank bombs, similar to the aardvarks. I think I'll keep these. I feel pretty confident that I'm pretty good about keeping my own anti-air. So this is the version of the Tomcat. It's got that huge range and just shoots at other jets. I'm going to drop it because I don't think I need it. These are our anti-radar missiles. I don't plan on using a ton of my own jets, to be honest. I mean, these guys are kind of like throwaway jets. I'm going to use them to hit, and they'll probably get shot down anyways. And so I don't know. To save myself some points, I'm just going to get rid of these. And we're going to go very low airfare, low Air Force in this setup here. We'll definitely in the future we're going to work on like how to do an actual air focused kind of deck and how to use that effectively. But for this time, I really want to look at the support. And so another thing I was looking at is I was telling about all these differences. I started comparing, the Buck is our very long range radar. Select our long range, super long range radar missile anti-air. I was comparing it to our other options here, and there's a really good option. So this guy right here. Yep. So this is another radar, and so it doesn't have as much range. It's only got 3150, but it's shooting at 18 rounds a minute. And the huge problem with Bucks, they just shoot at 6 rounds a minute. I mean, that's so slow. And so basically, this other guy's going to shoot 3, and so I know I'm not getting the range, and I'm going to have to rely on my Tunguskas with their 3500 range. This will be my max range anti-air. And so this will kind of be my front line, and usually this is 3500 has been long enough range for me. Most of the time I don't need bucks, and so but I figure if I instead of getting bucks, I'm gonna get these guys. I don't even know what they're called. They're 9K33 OSA AKW. I don't even know what in the world to call that, but these 9Ks, I guess. Just because of just how fast it shoots, it's got good accuracy. I mean, this guy can just shoot down planes, and so I think I'm gonna just put a couple of those guys around. And so that's what I want. I guess I'll grab 2. I don't like to use a lot of radar. They're just too easily countered with those anti-radar jets. And so now when I talked about rocket play, and so I've gone through and tested the different kind of rockets available to pact. And so the USA only has one option, the MLRS, and these are our packed versions of that. So here's our prototype, super expensive, super long range. The thing with rockets is that, I mean, with any kind of artillery, you have a minimum range. And typically I think minimum range is 1/10 of maximum range. And so here my minimum range is 5,200. Rockets, the farther you get away, they pretty quickly lose their accuracy. So there's like this sweet spot, like right at their minimum accuracy, which is at 5,200. They're their maximum. And so the problem with this guy is that 5,000 is just, I mean, it's really a big number. I find it really awkward to work with. And I kind of prefer using like this guy who has much less range because his minimum is only 1,700, and that's like, so his sweet spot is right around 2,000, whereas this guy's sweet spot is like 5 to 7,000. And I found that this is just less awkward to work with. And honestly, I kind of like this guy shoots a whole lot of little ones. Not to mention he's half the price, so I can buy 2 of these guys for every one of these smirches. So I can get 2 grads. And he's shooting 40 apiece, and so 2 of them are shooting 80 compared to these 12. And so these guys, I mean, these are bigger rockets, but what I'm looking for, I'm not really aiming to do damage. I'm not aiming to kill things. I'm aiming to stun tanks. That's what I'm looking for. It's kind of like my prep for sending in my own tank wave. And so so I kind of like this guy. I'm just going to get these guys, and I can get 3 of these for each one. 3 is probably enough. I mean, I do have more points to work with. We didn't seem to have a ton of tanks. What are some good tanks to work with here that I really like? We grabbed both of our elites that are really good. Let's see, T-80As. I like this guy because he's got this long range. It's a little less, well, it's got more side tank, more optics, and so these are, it's kind of hard to say which one of these is better per se. But this one's quite a bit cheaper. And yeah, the rockets are just better. So I like these T-80As. Sure, let's get some. How many of these can I get? Oh, only one again. If I want 4, I want 8. No, let's go 4. So I've got 4 of each of my different elites. I've got these guys who can shoot rockets, and then these are my meat shields. I've still got a couple more points to work with here. Vehicle-wise, maybe I should just go ahead and get more grads and just have fun with this. Oh, 4 points. That's not going to work, is it? Got a recon. Get some more helicopters. So here are like anti-ground, anti-air. These guys are more effective anti-ground. 30 rounds a minute, 2800 range. These are kind of like tank snipers if you can get them in close. We'll go vet. That's the way we roll. Okay, so that's good to play with. So that's kind of what we've changed up. We changed up our anti-air just a little bit, and we added in these grads, and we pulled back on our planes. So let's play with rockets. That's what we're here to do. All right, here we are, ready to play a game. So we're going to try and go for just a big tank battle where we'll try and support our tanks with some rocket artillery. So it should be fun. We'll make sure to cover all our bases. We'll make sure we'll get our anti-air, we'll get our recon. We're going to see here, we're going to move over here to this side. Hide this guy back here. Okay, so we'll start off with our anti-air. Gonna grab 3 of these guys. Follow that up with some recon. I think recon, we're just gonna start off easy with some cheap helicopter recon. And then like I said, we want to use our grads, or use our rocket launchers. Let's get 2 of them. That should be good to start. Think about these grads, and I'll need it. I can leave this pretty far back actually. They have a minimum range on them anyways. About the grads is that they shoot and they use all their ammunition, and then they're completely out. They get 1 shot. So you have to, with every set of grads, you need to bring in some supply, logistics trucks, right behind them, so they can shoot, reload, and then shoot again. And so it makes them pretty much twice as effective as just being able to shoot 1 time. So okay, we've got all our grounds covered. Now let's figure out what our tank force is going to be. So let's get 2 full sets of our cheap tanks right here. Grab 2 elite tanks. We're a little weak to ground, so we're going to grab some of these guys. Probably need some more anti-air actually. So support Strela. Let's move these guys up closer, get them into the fight quicker. So we got 4 Strelas, 2 anti-ground helicopters, 2 artillery rockets with their supplies. I've got my recon, and then I've got 2 full sets of cheap meat shield tanks and 2 elites to back those up. Yeah, so I think we're pretty good. One thing to note, I've seen people, what they do is they'll just get like 600, anti-ground planes, like 600 bombers, and they'll fly their bombers in right at the beginning of the game, and they've kind of timed it out so they know exactly when you cross, like right around here or so, and they'll just bomb it. and so it's super dumb. So yeah, I've used E as my hotkey for move fast. So I'll get those guys running, get these guys moving in this direction. Now I'm going to grab my I'm going to regroup these so it's just one group. Keep these guys moving. And I'm just going to tell them to I guess, yeah, I'll just leave them where they are. But you have to be ready to hit your controller. There you go. Control A right here. Get them to start shooting. If they're on move fast, depending on what kind of, I'm pretty sure these guys would still work, but a lot of other anti-air just won't do anything if they're in move fast mode because they have to stand still to shoot. There's one hit. You see, here come the bombers, of course. There's another hit. Let's get this Corsair on. So he's gonna napalm it. See if we can get through the napalm. Go, 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 go. See, now they're stunned and stuck in napalm. It's kind of a fun idea. So actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to split this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those were not super useful. And so now here are all the, let's see, these labs. We go right here. Fire away. And then they should instantly start refueling. So here comes all this. And so this isn't so much to kill them as it is to we stun them, and it kind of stuns them and it puts them in like panic mode. See, they're all panicked, and when you're in panic mode, your accuracy's way down, and it just makes it easy to kill them. So now we're gonna rush in our tanks here. So we actually lost quite a few tanks just to this retarded napalm. I mean, it's a legit strategy, I guess. Kind of annoying though. Okay, and now, oh, did they? Of course, my teammate did not get a command vehicle in here. That was absolute fail. Alright, let's get this guy going. The problem is they can now spawn anything they want right on top of us. They can spawn jets, they can spawn anything and everything. Now these grads here. We're going to see if maybe we can actually kill some of these anti-air just with these grads. And so you see they're like, you could say they're overheated. There's like in between each shot there's a timer. I'm actually going to cancel this because it's going to take a while before he's ready for his second shot. And I don't know, I'll wait to know what I want to hit when that happens. Nope, tell him to move, stay there. Oh, can't get too close to these hawks because they have insane range. Oh, we need to get some more logistics in here real fast. Because my Strelas are running out of ammunition. Yep, okay, so let's get in our real anti-air, our Tunguskas. Start moving these in. We really need some more tanks here. I think we're ready for our second fire here. I want to get these tanks. I also want to get these anti-air hawks if at all possible. I think we're just going to go for it. Also going to send in some more logistics trucks to reload our grads. Send this guy back to that forward operating base. See, this is just ridiculous because we didn't get a command vehicle in here in time. So now, okay, nice sniping me with the Seahawks. Use my reverse button to pull them out, but yeah, we're going to lose. Oh man, just ridiculous. So these Seahawks are actually pretty effective snipers because you can snipe them so far away. So now I've lost all our tanks here, so we need to get some more tanks. This guy is not in, just barely not in close enough. Bring in another elite. One set of cheap tanks. How is this guy still not taking control here? Go, go. He's out of gas? No. There we go. That was really weird. He was stuck in the trees. Interesting. Now we've neutralized it so he can't spawn on us. It's a little bit late, to be honest. At this point we're just stalling here. We don't have the tanks to really take advantage of this. We're going to turn off our guns, make sure and do that. We actually got a hit there. Oh, we actually got 2 hits there. Oh, so luckily we are being reinforced, and thank goodness for that, because this is turning into quite the battle. So we have our rocket infantry here, but really these rockets they're just support for a tank fight. And they end up sniping our tanks with Seahawks because our Strelas, they don't have the range that Tunguskas have. And so that's kind of something we can learn there is getting your Tunguskas a little earlier because you just kind of need them to defend against snipers. And so that's an idea. If you see someone who only has Strelas, these Strelas don't have nearly the range that Tunguska has. And you can use those helicopters, actually have really long range rockets that you can use. Or even there's there's a lot of different vehicles that actually have those rockets as well. So finally got our T-80U coming in. We got some more of these cheap guys coming through. Let's get back here. Continue to reload. We're going to ferry these back and forth and send them here. Now if we could just clear out their command, it'd be great to be able to reinforce this area. But so now we need to bring in our more, let's get some rocket launching tanks. Let's bring in another T-80U. Okay, we still have our recon helicopter here. So I'm going to advance it. It's always a risk advancing a recon helicopter because if they have radar AA, they will blast you out of the sky. And I didn't invest in any anti-radar planes. So I'm kind of taking ground here slowly. I'm going to kind of advance my grads up just a little bit. I'm going to make my grads control group 5 so I can call them in at a moment's notice. Control 1, control 2. Let's see, Tunguska, gotta get these guys to stop. I don't want to get too close to this Cobra. So they have some motors here. Here's some Marines. Get quite a bit closer if I can shoot down this Cobra. Alright, so this is time to 5Q, fire away. And so with this rocket fire, this is the time to push. I'm advancing my Tunguska because I really want to shoot down this dang Cobra. So these guys worried, panicked, this is what we wanted. So there, we finally scared off their command. That's good for us. So now we can reinforce right on top. Let's grab a couple of elites, and definitely need more anti-air coming in here. So let's get our Tunguskas. Gonna advance our Strela. We're gonna stop our Tunguska. That's much closer than needed. Yeah, we gotta get these guys going. Make sure and turn off radar guns. See if our grads are ready to go again. So I'm trying to wait to see where these guys are going to stop before I shoot them. Oh, I just got Nighthawks. Those guys, see, Nighthawks just have huge AoEs. They're fun. Shoot that rocket launcher there. So yeah, I lost all my meat shields right there, but that's okay. I've still got my elites, and so I'd rather lose the meat shields than the elites. So I'm shooting these rockets here, so this hopefully will stun these Abrams. Worried, shaken. Oh, we want to stun. There we go. Panicked. We got them. Got a hit right there. Here's their command vehicle. And so it's a shame these trees are in the way because I really want to kill these Abrams now that they're stunned and they're basically useless for the time being. But at least we neutralized them. I'm probably about out of ammunition. See, they're only full 20. So yeah, we can keep firing these guys back and forth. I think I can move this up now. And they're keeping it coming, so I wish I had more ammunition for my grads. They're still coming. I need to snipe this command vehicle. Snipe that. There we go. They got it. I want more meat shields. Let's get 2 full sets. I'm reversing my T-80U, so whenever the fight gets big, I mean, you don't want your T-80U sitting here and getting this concave, kind of like playing StarCraft. You don't want that to happen, so pull back. Let him pull back to where he's more effective, or he'll be more safe. So he's kind of pulling back to where these guys are, and then if I wanted to, I could start pulling these guys back. You can see how he's just, yeah, definitely being targeted a ton, so we're just trying to pull him out as best as we can. I'm actually going to start pulling these guys back too, because I need these reinforcements, so I'm trying to delay here from these Abrams. What about these grads? You think these are ready to go? Perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Alright, now's the time. So now we're going to push the attack instead. Let's see how many hit that tornado. There we go. Stunned, panicked. Oh, 2 of them got away, but at least this will, hopefully we can grab these 2. I lost my elite unit. Oh, we're out of missiles here. We need more air support. Need more logistics, refuel. So I think we finally chased them off here. Oh, of course, they're still in this forest. So our grads are still refueling. Oh, and here come the bombs. So some advarks or something. So now these guys actually really need to be repaired. And so if I can, yeah, we need all the logistics. We've used all the logistics we have. And let's see, refuel this guy here first. And then we're going to try and repair some of these tanks. And then we got some infantry right here. We really want to hold this hill. And so luckily, I mean, they're shooting their rockets and whatnot at these meat shields, but these are only worth 20 apiece, so I really don't care. It's these elites that I really want. Oh, here comes the advark. This is gonna hurt. Oh, oh, and it hit my elites. They didn't die, luckily. I don't want to lose this position. Oh no, here comes more. Shoot, gotta get our anti-air advanced in here. They napalmed. I mean, they're doing everything. Yeah, this is not gonna last long. This poor, you can see, I think this is about his HP right here, and he's so close. He's gone. Problem is I can't retreat because they've cut off my retreat here. So come on, anti-air, get him. Let's make this worth it. Come on, let's get some hits. Man, they're just nothing. No luck for us. There's finally a hit. Oh, let's get these cobras. Hurry up, reload, go. I don't know why they're not attacking here. Out of range. These guys are reloading real slow. I guess it's because they actually had to reload off of this. So we lost all our tanks to this ridiculous amount of anti-air. Give us a hit. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how hard it is to hit some of these anti-radar planes. Yeah, it's just completely wasting all my ammo on just nothing. Pulling out some of our last tanks. Well, we finally won Jot, but it was not easy. I've got some tanks here that were just sitting here the whole time. And luckily we got reinforcement from our allies. That was very useful. So let's see how many points we got. We've got the most points in our team so far, about almost 2,400. I don't know how much we've lost. I assume a lot. So we don't really need to push much here anymore. Mostly just because we lost so many tanks getting this. I don't know if we have. I don't know if I have enough tanks to try and push into this next zone. There's some artillery here. Maybe they're motors actually. Curious what he's gonna try and target. So he seems to be able to see me. So I'm actually gonna grab my exceptional helicopter here so I can start seeing a little better. It's quite annoying. Oh, and here they come. Gotta get our grads. 5Q. Oh, we've got motors right here. Gonna have to pull back here. I don't have much to counter this since I didn't bring any artillery or any motors. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to do with this. Let's see. Did we? Maybe we did bring our. Oh, we did bring our Malcos. Good deal. So this is good for us. Need these supplies. Get these back up here. They keep trying to pull up here. Send in our rockets. Keep them coming. Yeah, I don't know why. Apparently, yeah, they're still reloading. They still got a ways to go. but our tank line seems to be holding. Oh, radar. I don't know what that was. Luckily, Tunguskas are armored, so I mean, most other A would have been killed by something like that. And so, I'm not sure what. Do we want to attack? As they're just kind of whittling down our defenses here. So we got point wise. We need another 6,000 to win the game. Currently got 3,000 ourselves. Up here they come. Fire our grads. Or not. Nope, don't shoot there. They're going around here for some reason. Oh, they're getting hit here. Gonna hit them with rockets here, and hopefully that'll help these guys be successful. I'm sure he's not happy about that. Stunned, panicked. Oh, and here it comes down the middle. Like we said, see, so he's used a bunch of Humvees. Don't target the Humvees. He's using the Humvees to distract our fire. And now we've got a whole bunch of infantry here. There's the game for you. Okay, so we got about 2,000 points, a little under, about 1,800 points for our team. So that went pretty well for us. Take a look what kind of kills our TDUs definitely shot quite a few different things. Tunguska got a lot of hits here, a lot of Cobras. So yeah, I'm sure it looks like most of our tanks, and that's what we expected. We wanted our elite tanks to be the ones getting the kills. I don't think we got any. Oh yeah, in our grads we got 2 M35s. I don't know what those are. I think they're just like cargo trucks. But yeah, so they can kill. They can do it. And yeah, so this Strela just got so many kills. And so yeah, that went a pretty good game. It's kind of fun playing with rockets. But yeah, you can call me Cobb. Till next time.